So, Andrew Curtis, why are you here today?
Well, I was asked to be a speaker at VR Days Europe, and I was a speaker.
And what did you speak about? Talk about?
Well, I was asked to speak about a user interface in virtual reality. Over the last 3 years, we've been learning a lot about what works and what doesn't. So I attempted to condense everything I believe that doesn't work into a 10-15 minute experience.
So, can I now ask you to condense it into like 2 sentences? What doesn't work?
Stop trying to be Hollywood. Yeah, that works for Hollywood. That's great. And the job of a user interface is to communicate the information to the user as cleanly and simply and painlessly as possible, so they get that information.
Painlessly? Can there be pain in it?
Oh, absolutely, in virtual reality. So have you ever tried any virtual reality?
No, not really, actually. I'm quite new to it.
Okay, that's maybe something you should do, but I'll give the example of small text on transparent backgrounds floating in front of your face. So you actually have to concentrate to determine what each word is. You've been reading books your whole life. It's easy. You read. Your brain takes over. Boom, you're going. In virtual reality, in some instances, it's actually a painful experience.
And you're trying to make it less painful, or is that sort of your goal?
Well, no, I'm already making my virtual reality interfaces less painful. I would encourage everyone who is working in VR UI, as we call it, to really think about how much work the user is doing to receive the information that's being given at any one time.
But isn't it good if the user does do some work?
Well, yes, okay. Well, to a degree, okay. If we talk about a user interface as a junction to an experience, I need to inform you of something, I need to set up a main menu, I need to highlight something in the virtual reality world, or whatever, that should be instantly communicated. You shouldn't have to think about what it is, you shouldn't have to strain to look around to find the piece of information. You shouldn't have stuff in your comfort zone, you shouldn't have stuff so far away that it's indiscernible. So just make it clean, make it simple, get the user to the okay, I don't want to upset any user interface designers here by
That you will do?
Oh, no, but I'm not really trying to insinuate that the work that they do is not valuable, because if they do it right and they put the effort in, because getting a UI right, a user interface, is a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So I'm not saying that their stuff is less important than driving a car or shooting or flying in a spaceship or experiencing a refugee camp or whatever. I'm just saying that get the user to the experience as quickly and painlessly as possible, yeah, and that's through the whole experience, and UI is one part of that.
And can you give an example, for example, a game that is doing it right and properly, according to you?
Well, I'll just...
Isn't there one? Or?
Okay, so I've been looking, actually, before the presentation I gave today, I was looking for really, really great examples of user interface that really kind of understands the principles of delivering information quickly, right? And almost being invisible to the user, to the point where they don't remember it. And that was really the title of my talk, really was, no one will remember your user interface unless it's bad. And that really just holds true for me. Some years ago, I asked my team, tell me your 3 favorite, user interfaces in games. And, this is like 20 people, total silence. As I mentioned in my talk, apart from the user interface designer, who's obviously that's his world and stuff. Now, whether or not I am then saying people don't remember it, people don't care about it, I'm just highlighting that in that instance, nobody could remember a good example of a user interface because it was seamless for them. It was invisible. It flowed. It was unobtrusive. It just worked.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.